Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is Saturday. Happy Saturday of 2024. Again, July 20th, 2024, 9:17 in the a.m. CrowdStrike. It's something about that 9, right? CrowdStrike. This is the company where they had a bug, as in B-U-G. You know, people, I mildly touched on this yesterday, and I got to thinking throughout the day to do some research, some serious research, some digging, some historical research, because see, I teach that seasons cycle, that things have happened again, because the beautiful book of Ecclesiastes says there's nothing new under the sun. And I do believe these are the last days, and because it's the last days, I believe Satan is bringing his best, that is his worst, of kingdoms and rulers. Kingdoms and rulers, Satan is bringing in these last days. Is this the tribulation? I would argue and say we are either on the brink of it or we're in the first 3.5 years. Not denying, no denying to me. And we're going to have to endure until the end. But I want to show you things as things go down. I'm not saying that CrowdStrike is a bad company. Am I saying it was used by Satan? What I'm saying is this. Satan knows the best tool, the best way to control mankind is through money. And the absence of it, the scarcity of it, can throw a nation in chaos. He knows it. Now, I got a lot of windows open here, as you can see at the top. Some might have some issues, but I'm gonna do what I can and kind of ad lib. I got some things to show you in relation to iPad Go 2 and iPad Go 3, because I believe allegedly, there are warning signs there. And I wanna just throw this out there from the beginning because I didn't know if I would lose this information, scurrying for it. But check this out. This will blow your mind. This is the CEO, George Kurtz. He is the CEO of CrowdStrike, where they had the bug in the computer. And what worldwide? Millions were lost yesterday. Some places could only take cash. Flights delayed, everything. It was chaos. You might remember the movie Leave the World Behind. Did it not have chaotic moments in that movie? Movie came out December 8th of 2023. I've said before, many of those things which occurred in that movie are panning out right now. But yeah, here he is. George Kurtz is an American businessman. He is the co-founder of and CEO of cyber security company CrowdStrike, together with Dimitri, I can't pronounce that last name, I'll take a stab at it, Alperowitz. He was also the founder of Foundstone and chief technology officer of McAfee. So yeah, this guy's been around the block. Oh yeah. So I want you to check this out. This guy's birthday is May 5th of 1965. If you take May 5th, he just had a birthday in 2024, and you subtract it from the day that the world basically stood still, right? July 18th, 2 days ago on a Thursday. 2 days ago on a Thursday, there was a bug that hit at 10 p.m. What, Thursday night? 10, you know, in Roman numerals is X. Was the world X'd? I'm gonna say it again. His birthday, 5/5/2024, just finished, versus the day that the bug hit and made the world stand still, literally. 7/18/2024. The difference is what? 2/16. You should go into shock right about now. But yet you maintain yourself. But this should make your jaw drop. And I do believe this is why the Holy Spirit kept on me yesterday to do some more extensive research. Because again, when you take his birthday of 5/5 and it just passed, versus what happened yesterday, you get 2 months, 1 week, and 6 days. That's 216, okay? August 4th, 1961. That's when Barack Obama was born, okay? He is the only president that is born outside the 48 states. Born outside the contiguous 48 states. But check this out. What is the 216th day of the year? Do you see that? The 216th day of the year is August 4th. August 4th, 216. So yes, subtract the birthday of that CEO versus yesterday's date, you get 216. 216th day of the year is August 4th. And Barack Obama was born August 4th. Is that coincidence? Is he the Antichrist? People are comparing him to the Antichrist, and they're saying that he originated from Akhenaten, Egypt. He was the 10th ruler. The 10th ruler of the 18th dynasty. That's when he came to power. Now 1018 should remind you a whole lot. Luke 10:18 talks about what? Let's check it out. King James Version, Luke 10:18. So what happens? Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. That's 19. So here we are. Luke 10:18. And he said unto him, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. I beheld, isn't that something? Lightning falling from heaven. So yeah, this ancient Egyptian, quote unquote God, leader, who consolidated the kingdoms, who consolidated the money, who consolidated the religions back in the day. Does that not reflect the times we live in? That Akhenaten could definitely have his liturgy, and this man could be the modern day one? Is this coincidence? 1018. Were they preparing for 1018 in the past? Little Nas X, Satan shoot. Remember this here? Little Nas X. What's on the shoe? Luke 10:18. Is that a coincidence? In the video, what, Call Me By My Name, Monterio, did he not lap dance on the devil? Why would they put 3 cc's of blood in there in Luke 10:18? Are they allegedly preparing us for what's next, the return of Akhenaten? Now I want to show you this here. A reason that I brought up the money is because of what happened yesterday, right? We know what happened yesterday. We know that this company, CrowdStrike, literally stopped the world. And I've already informed you, when you take his birthday and subtract it from yesterday's event, you get 2/16, which is August 4th, Barack Obama's birthday. Is that coincidence? This is iPad Goat 2. This character is laying down on the ground. This character is sick, and there was a snake next to him. Okay? Like I said, this thing's gonna be spinning around, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna
using the photos and videos from your phone.
Let it play out, and I'm gonna show you actual still pictures. This individual is all through, well, starts around the actual 3 mark. Look in the eyes. That's the word plunge. I'll show you. Covered, the eyes. It's sickly. Like I said, this thing's gonna mess up, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But I'm gonna show you what I have. See that? Plunge, dollars, US plunge. This is inside iPad Goat 2 in the eyes. See, it says dollars, plunge, and the top it says war. I thought about that yesterday in relation to what happened yesterday. So let me show you the photographs that I have. Could they be telling us something? So look at this here. Plunge and war. The markets are plunging. Are they forecasting things to us? Dollars, US. Markets. SUP, markets. NASDAQ. This is going through the eyes of this sick individual on the ground. Plunge. War. There he is sick, laying next to a snake. Statue of Liberty. That's what it has after that. America being affected. At the same time, while it's showing this sick individual and all these economic sign indicators are in his eyes, then it shows the Statue of Liberty, America. Then in iPad Goat 3, this appears to be a Donald Trump fighting China with all this red in the background, okay? Look at that. And then also in the movie, you had the picture of the World Bank, and this guy cuts off the head of the bull, symbolic of killing the economy. iPad Goat 3. Then they got a black character in there, and dollars are all over the ground. And also in iPad Goat 2, Barack Obama sweats a V, of which I'll show you. Now I'm going to tie all this together, okay? Look at what Donald Trump said 6 months ago. Trump says he hopes the stock market crashes under Biden. What a thing to say, right? I understand you're running against him, but you don't want that to happen just to get in office, do you? So let's listen to this.
Fragile, and the only reason it's running now is it's running off the fumes of what we did. We have an economy that's incredible. We have an economy that's so fragile, and the only reason it's running now is it's running off the fumes of what we did, what the Trump administration. It's just running off the fumes. And when there's a crash, I hope it's going to be during this next 12 months, because I don't want to be Herbert Hoover.
Can you believe that? That's insane. Look, I know it's hard to believe that he said it, so I want to play it again. Listen.
And when there's a crash, I hope it's going to be during this next 12 months, because I don't want to be Herbert Hoover.
So you would rather have it happen while Joe is in office? People, that's insane. If you love this guy, people, that's insane. Watch this. This is Trump after a trial in New York on May 10th, 2024.
So tomorrow we're doing a big rally, and it's going to be in Wildwood, New Jersey. We're going for the state of New Jersey. We think we can win New Jersey, and we think we can win a lot, because what's happening in our country is horrible. Between inflation and the horrible economy, and the only reason, by the way, the stock market goes up is that I'm leading in all the polls. If I weren't leading, the stock market would be way down. But I'm leading, and based on the fact that I'm leading, the stock market is up. And if I didn't win, you would have a crash like 1929. Mark my words, I've been right about everything. If I didn't win, you would have a crash like the crash of 1929, because...
What does he know? What does he know? And they look. People, are they telling us something? Are they telling us something?
The people that are running our government right now are corrupt and incompetent. Thank you very much, everybody.
It's deep, y'all. It's deep. Now, global IT chaos persists as CrowdStrike boss admits outage could take time to fix. Signs chaos is lifted, but how long will impact? It remains a little unclear exactly what caused the global IT outage that grounded thousands of flights, stalled banking and healthcare services, and badly hit other sectors today. While there are signs of the chaos lifting, the question over quite how long the impacts persist remains. CrowdStrike says it could take some time. We're ending our live coverage now, but there's plenty of offer access to BBC to keep you updated. Now, according to my research, it can cost the economy $100 million annually. $100 million annually. You guys got to remember, about a month ago, I did a video on Joe Biden changing the relationship between us and Saudi Arabia. He brokered a deal, remember? He brokered a deal. We'll still give Saudi Arabia military arm. Well, we'll protect them, but they're not going to be buying our debt anymore. I want you to understand what's being set up. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and show you that. For those who didn't see it, let me see if I can pull this up. Biden redoes contract with Saudi Arabia. Biden changes relationship with Saudi Arabia financially. Okay. He Biden changes economic strategy with Saudi Arabia. There was a relationship that was set up way back in the day that I had showed. It was a June, July? Maybe this is it here. June 17th, June 19th. This is crazy. This is crazy what he did. It's crazy what he did. I did a video on it, but we're only going to give them protection, but they're not going to buy our debt anymore, and that's the problem. You're welcome to go and do the research yourself. You probably remember I did the video. Maybe I should just put that in the search engine. Saudi Arabia to no longer pay our debt, buy our debt. And he changed this. So what I'm trying to show you is that there's a setup. There's a setup. And it doesn't make sense. Saudi Arabia ditching the US dollar. How it affects you. The way the relationship was set up back in the day with Henry Kissinger, Secretary of State, we give them military protection. They buy our debt. They spend money in our economy. You follow me? And that helps us. That's basically how the relationship was set up back in the day. Okay? Now, because that's been taken away, and now you have these cyber hits, quote unquote, you got $100 million losing annually. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're both negative. I shouldn't even call it a cyber hit. Let's just call it a glitch. So you can't do transactions. Now, here's the company affiliated with it, Microsoft, right? They were founded April 4th, 1975. And we had a cyber attack, remember? Back in January 12th of 2024, Microsoft had that, January 12th. Now check this out. The stock market crash was October 24th, 1929. I'm gonna put all this together for you. If you take the October 29th, 1925, that would be a crash anniversary, October 29th, subtracted from Thursday's bug that hit the economy. The difference is 66 weeks and 6 days. Do you understand what's being shown here? And look at this. January 12th is when we had also cyber issues. All the banks were, not all the banks, but a lot of banks were having trouble. I showed you that, January 12th. Subtracted from Thursday's fiasco with the bug, the difference is 6-6. Go down the row. January 12th, 2024, we had that cyber attack in the economy. And then 4/4 is the anniversary date of what? That's when this company was founded, 4/4. Microsoft, 4/4. So look at it again. 4/4 was the founding. April 4th was their anniversary, subtracted from the cyber attack on January 12th. The difference is 233, but look, it's 84 days. Who was born August 4th? Barack Obama. Now look at this. It's just got to keep getting deep. Thursday's bug that happened, 7/18 versus 12/8. The movie came out, Leave the World Behind, in which they did have a cyber attack. Barack Obama was part of this movie. The difference is what? 322 backwards. See, it says 223. 332 is what? Skull and bones. Is this coincidence? And look at this, last one. January 12th, we had the cyber attack, 2024. Stock market crash was October 29th. We had an anniversary date of 2023. The difference is 2-2. And there is a V in the movie I Pet Goat 2. V is the 22nd letter of the alphabet. Does this have economic crashes written all over it? I would say yes, because look at what happens in I Pet Goat 3. Look at that. New York Stock Exchange bull and the World Bank cutting the neck off. And they're fighting globally. Statue of Liberty. The person is sick. And in the eyes, you have what? War, plunge, NASDAQ, markets do what? What do the markets do? The markets plunge. Yeah, I know, right? Are they telling us something in this movie? And there it is. iPad Go 3. Are they doing the science of gradualism, slowly showing what's going on? Does that not look like the orange man, Donald Trump? That when he gets into office, follow my logic, when he gets in office, he's going to have to deal with a war. And you know, the other night when Donald Trump spoke at the Republican National Convention, what did he say? He talked about war and how he was going to solve this problem. But look, don't that look like hellfire and war? And he's fighting what? China. How do I know that? Well, look at the design. He's fighting China. Do you understand? iPad Go 3. This is all in the, and there's the character cutting off the head of the bull for the World Bank. Look at that. And there you got money all on the ground. I am Frenchette Pearson. I want you to know what's up. I don't want you to fear. We're going to have to keep putting our trust in the Lord. Allegedly, these powers are showing us signs. They're showing us signs. How far will this thing go before Jesus comes? That's always been my question. Someone keep on saying, if you long for thy kingdom will come. If you long for thy kingdom, thy will shall be done. I am not looking forward to this moment. Trump, for what, better part of what 8 years, have been talking about going after China in terms of trying to make it fair with the trade talks. When money is scarce, people, when money is scarce, that usually brings war. And before I forget, let me see if I can show you something here. China, I'm just gonna put the word bad, economy. I did some research the other day. China's going through a little hell right about now. China's going through some bad stuff right about now. China's GOP growth slows in the second quarter. Questioning where's China's economy headed? And China is the economy in serious trouble. I did videos in the past showing you like his deflation. This is what they're not telling us, people, because they got us so caught up in Biden and Trump and the elections and P. Diddy and everything. But every now and then I want to do an economic video because I want to keep you guys, alert. And we just have to keep praying and try to affect these elections. Look, I'm serious. I know it might look hopeless, but we got to try. And we got to pray. We got to pray and we got to try to endure. I did a video a few months ago on China's housing crisis. China has, GOST, they probably have the worst housing issue in the world. China's ghost cities, the truth behind empty mega cities. I did a video on this maybe twice in the last 2 years. China fell for the okie doke. They were building their military and they were building the economy simultaneously, thinking everything was going to keep blinging. But in my humble opinion, if you look at history, especially global history, America and the world, on average, every 9 to 15 years, goes through an economic downfall. 2008 crisis that we had, the 1929 crash we had, it has its highs and lows and it repeats. And if you're not a student of history, and if you are quote unquote allegedly infiltrated, which a lot of these countries are, these are kingdom builders. They're hidden. They get over there, they cozy up to certain leaders, and they craft their economic policies so they can implode. Do you follow me? In this case, I believe the powers have been working on China and America simultaneously. So the end result is this here. The end result is iPad Go 3. The end result is this. Do you follow my logic now? The powers put them in a crisis economically and put us in a crisis economically. That at the end, we would be fighting each other. See, the checkerboard, black and the white. And then once they fight simultaneously, the markets will plunge and there will be war. Do you understand how I'm putting this together? I'm a student of history, so I'm telling you what I believe they're doing. And they built them up on purpose so eventually they can have them have a war. And I believe that's why they let the crisis happen in the Middle East. And now you're going to choose sides. And again, when things get scarce and your economy is bad, the world has a history. The way you fix the economy is to go to war. This time they're going to go and plunge into a one world system, and the Antichrist will then take over. I'm Friend Shot Pearson. If you find this video has value, then do a thumbs up and share it. God bless you.